yeah, there's no better feeling than getting out of the shower and just being so clean and hair washed, just fresh as a daisy. You might have seen in my other weekly vlog, I didn't talk about it, but I've been using this bad boy. This is the Luxa Max Ava, and it is a facial cleansing device. It has 3 different modes. So it has the purify mode, which is like the facial cleansing part here, and then on the other side it has this really cool feature, which is the Luxify mode, which sounds very fancy, and this kind of helps your skincare really infuse into your skin and boosts collagen. It's so luxurious. It just kind of really boosts your skincare routine and just makes you feel so bougie. And it actually has a UVC mode, so it actually like disinfects the brush through the lid, because that's like one of the #1 things you want to avoid. You don't want to be spreading bacteria over your face. So the fact that it self-disinfects, so cool. I've got 0 minutes left. So I'm gonna go in firstly and use the purify mode to cleanse my skin. So the cleansing head is designed to kind of reach really deep into the pores and break down the dirt and the oil and kind of, Charlie is barking, I'm sorry if you can hear her, kind of break up the makeup residue that might be on your face. It also helps to get rid of all the dead skin cells and renew that skin. I love it because it gives me that real deep clean, but it doesn't like strip my skin of oils. It's not too intense. And it also has a 2-minute timer built in, so you know when your face is done. Oh, also there are 3 speeds, so you can kind of change and do what you like. I also like giving my face a little bit of a massage with this, particularly on my jawline, and if I do use this in the morning, it's almost just like a nice little face massage and really helps wake me up. The bristles are made from a medical grade silicone, which actually makes it 35 times more hygienic than nylon brushes. But for example, if you have an active breaker on your face, it's still possible to spread bacteria, so that is where the little self-disinfecting comes in. Literally all you do when you're done washing your face, you put the lid on and Bob's your uncle. It's going to start the process of self-disinfecting. Okay, and then probably the star of the show is the Luxify mode, which looks like a little mirror. What this does is it emits high-speed, low-frequency ultrasound waves, which sounds even more like fancy. And basically what that means is it's going to allow your skincare to penetrate much deeper into your skin, which is what we want. Also, it's 100% painless. It doesn't hurt at all. Let me just say that because it sounds a bit scary. And I personally have quite sensitive skin and I can use it on my skin fine. It just kind of gets nice and warm. It just helps to really rejuvenate. Again, helps everything that you put on top of your skin penetrate deeper, and your skin will look so beautiful and glowy and just, oh, it's unreal. This also has a 3-minute timer built in, so you know when you're done using it. If you are looking for something a little bit more luxurious, because it is on the more expensive side, I would definitely recommend looking into the Luxa Max Ava. And you can kind of choose how you want to use it. I probably use mine about 3 times a week, just depending on how my skin's feeling. If you're someone who's really into skincare or wants to invest in something like this, definitely check it out, especially since I do have a discount code, which is super exciting. You can use the code Conagh15 and that'll get you 15% off, and that will be valid until the end of March 2023, which is not that far away. When you think about it, that's terrifying. I just had my birthday. What is happening? I know I just spat out kind of a lot of information, but I hope you guys found that interesting. But I've personally noticed a lot of improvement in my skin texture in particular. I know I've got a bit of hormonal breakouts going on at the moment, but just my texture overall and like the brightness of my skin. Oh, I didn't even mention, it also comes with a little charger and it's pink, which is so cute. So I just have this sat on my vanity, and you just kind of chuck her in like this and she charges. So, but yeah, thank you so much to Luxa Max for sponsoring this weekly vlog. It's 10 AM, I'm packing a few orders. I've got 1 more to go and I thought we could pack it together because I don't think I've ever done that before, have I? I went for another 10K run this morning, and this one, it was faster than my first one by a few minutes, Charlie, but it definitely felt a little bit hard. It wasn't as enjoyable as my other runs, so I think I need to kind of like reel it back a bit and not be like, okay, let's just keep trying to go for these really, really long runs for me, because I'm feeling a little bit tired and I think I pushed myself a little bit too far. I have a feeling I'm gonna feel very lethargic today. I don't feel as energized as I normally do after runs. I feel very tired, and I think that's because I pushed myself a little bit too hard, which is not a bad thing to push yourself, but I don't know. And I have a blister on my foot, I've just noticed. But thank you so much for all the feedback on the running. I didn't think there would be so many other people interested in trying to run as well. I didn't realize that it was like everyone's kind of secret goal to just be able to run, which is so cool. And thank you so much for all your kind messages about, you know, good job and really like hyping me up. But I didn't really go to the gym last week, and I want to make sure that I don't neglect the gym now that I'm kind of like focused on this whole like running goal. I think I should work out specific days that I want to train and then days that I run, or do both. Anyway, I'll probably do a segment in this vlog where I talk about my personal running tips, which sounds so funny because I'm not very good at running, but just things that have helped me as a bad at running person be able to run. Let's pack an order. We have an order from the United States, Sophia. It's so funny seeing how different addresses are written in different places around the world. That's one thing that I've like learnt from obviously doing this, because we've had orders from all over the world, and it's just super interesting seeing like how different addresses are written. So Sophia ordered a early bird tote bag, so let's pack that now. Oh, Charlie's food that I get delivered is like late, so I had to just kind of get something to get her by for the next couple of days, and it's making her fart so bad. It's made me realize just how much her food influences how much she farts. In case you didn't know, this is what the early bird tote bag looks like. I always give everything like a once over just to make sure there's no manufacturing errors, and then I just fold this up so she's all nice and cute and packed up. And then I get a bit of tissue paper. Stick that on, flip her over, and voila! Put her in the box, it just fits nicely, and then add a thank you card. Welcome to the society. Close her up. These ones are just from No Issue, by the way. Then I'm going to chuck her in this mailer. The international labels don't actually fit on my like label printer, so I'm going to have to like hand sticky tape this on, which is not ideal. A majority of our orders are Australian, so I can use the machine. And I think I don't have any big sticky tape. Yeah. And usually I add a bit of fragile tape to the packages, but this is not a fragile item, so and seal her up, and Bob's your uncle. That's done. Thank you so much, Sophia, for your order. Hopefully that doesn't take too long to come, because the post is so unpredictable during Christmas time. So if you do place an order around, you know, in December, things might take a little bit longer to arrive because it is, you know, Christmas and whatnot. I'm so excited for the mugs to launch. Oh my god. Good afternoon, guys. I am currently driving to pick my boyfriend up from work, and then we're gonna go to the gym. I've had very much an admin day today. I did a bunch of like tax stuff, and that was pretty much it. I am definitely in that phase where some people are coming to the end of finishing work, or it's just that like last little part of the year before people have holidays, before I even go away. It's funny because I've got so many exciting things actually like happening. I'm going to Melbourne in a couple weeks, and the year is definitely not done. I've still got a lot of things that are happening. What? I hate myself. If you're an OG subscriber, I think one of my very first like get to know me videos, I said how I really liked My Chemical Romance. There was a period of my life from about 14 to 17, I want to say, where I was really into like punk music. Bands like My Chemical Romance, Sleeping with Sirens, I really loved. I actually went and saw them in Brisbane in 2015. I loved Falling in Reverse. I loved Pierce the Veil. I loved all those bands, but My Chemical Romance was like my favorite. They hold such a special place in my heart. This sounds super lame, but there was a period of time when I was obsessed with My Chemical Romance and Gerard Way and just everything. I would watch like documentaries, and I had t-shirts. I think I still have it somewhere. The Black Parade, like on a CD. I wish I was into their music when they were still together. Obviously, I think they broke up in 2013, so that would have been when I was in like grade 9. So I definitely don't listen to their music much anymore, but every now and then I'll chuck on the albums, and I'm just like, oh, the memes. Good and bad memories, because that was kind of a tough time in my life. So I think a lot of people can attribute to My Chemical Romance, bands like that, to kind of getting you through tough times. And Gerard Way is just a gem. I love him. If you've seen Umbrella Academy, he actually, oh, I might get this wrong, he wrote the comics for it. Like that was it's his story, which is really cool. A lot of people don't know that, I think. But yeah, comment down below if you're like an ex My Chemical Romance lover, or just like that type of thing. I distinctly remember I used to study for like maths
to 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, like so loud. I don't know how I managed to focus, but I did, and I would have it on repeat, and I just, oh my god, I loved it. I wish I still had some of my t-shirts. I don't know if it was like a Welcome to the Black Parade or just like the Black Parade t-shirt that I used to wear all the time, to the point where it was like stretched out. It had like holes in it. I had a 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge shirt that I cut into like a tank top that I used to wear to the gym in like 2017, and yeah, it was just a time and a half. That was a bit of a tangent. I'm here super early because there was like no traffic on the way here, so. Can I please get a medium iced latte on almond milk with no sugar syrup? It is so gloomy today. Look at the sky. I am on my way to the gym. My boyfriend lives in a different area to me. Sometimes I think that I don't need maps to get somewhere, but then I humble myself and I realize I do. Should I go straight or left? I need to go like right now. Straight or left, straight or left, straight or left, straight or left. Straight! Oh, good one, Conagh. I am hopeless when it comes to directions. I think I've mentioned this before, but just absolutely terrible. Not only am I bad with direction, but my spatial awareness is also very, very bad. Will I ever get better at it? Who knows? I haven't been to this gym like early ever. I actually haven't been to this gym by myself either, because it's my boyfriend's gym, but I just go there as well. Oh, she's good. She's good. It makes me look weird. Excited to just do a good glute session.
Anxiety would change me, but everything that goes up must come down. And every time I think I got it made, I drown. I wish that it were different now, but that's how it's gotta be. So let it rain on me. Let it rain on me. Just let it rain on me. Let it rain on me. Just let it rain on me.
That was actually a really good session, and now I'm listening to. Sometimes I think I'm actually like 12, not even 12, like 10. I'm a 10-year-old in a 23-year-old's body just living. Let's go home. Okay, I just got a package from Navigation. This is not sponsored. I've never worked with them, although I would love to because I really, really like their leggings. But I don't actually have that many shorts from them. I ordered a few shorts a few months ago, but the size was kind of off, which has made me hesitant to buy shorts again because I want to make sure I get the right size. Obviously, I could return them, but it is just so much harder when it is like an international situation. Okay. What are these? These are the Pro shorts, and I got these in a small. I watched a lot of reference videos and tried to figure out. The only thing that's concerning me is like the crotch. That looks like such a small amount of space. Okay, these are an extra small, so I don't know. Is there an invoice? No. These I've had before, but they're a little bit too big. So these are an extra small, and they're just like a good old plain pair of black shorts. Did I need to buy activewear? Absolutely not. Considering I work with GYMSHARK and STAX all the time and I have enough activewear to last me for decades. No. These are the same ones as those red shorts, the Pro shorts. Fingers crossed they're gonna fit. Surely a small is right. Wow, I got a lot of pairs. I kind of went ham. I was umming and ahhing about whether to do this. I got a purple pair. I pretty much only got the Pro shorts and then one pair of the, I believe they're called the Solid Seamless. So, oh no, these are different. These are the contoured ones. The thing with these, like, they will fit. It's a matter of like if there's going to be too much fabric around my crotch, or they're going to be like loose around the waistband or whatever. Oh, I have these in the long version actually. And again with the Pro shorts. size small. Oh, I really want to try them on, but I don't want to get, because you know when you put moisturizer on and you've got like fresh tan and it can sometimes like transfer. But yeah, I popped on some red Christmas nails. These I got from Kmart and I just put on a couple coats of top coat. I think that's going to be like my go-to way of how I do my nails now, because it's quicker and I'm lazy. The reason I got so much is because you get free shipping over $200, I think. Okay, should we try them on? Yeah. I think I'm going to try on the black first because, like I said, I've already had this before, but I donated them because they were too crotchy on me, personally. Okay, immediately these are so much better than the small. The small just like has so much gathering around the front. Not that these don't, but they feel way better. Yay! Let's try another color. Although I don't know that these would be like squat proof. Okay, these are very, very stretchy. Hi. Let me just situate them. These go straight up your bum without even trying. They're definitely like up there. That's pretty phenomenal. Like, wow. Oh my god, and the color's so cute. They're not as high-waisted as so many leggings on the market. I've started like folding them down because I have such a short torso, whereas this hits me kind of at a good point, I would say. And they're super, super comfy. They just kind of do that on their own. If I just like, and they don't like budge up either. Wow. I'm quite impressed. If you don't like leggings that go up your bum, don't get the pro shorts. I'm also going to try these. So these are the other style that I got. These ones, definitely more high-waisted, but I would say they fit largely the same. I feel like the material on these are maybe like a tiny bit thicker, but nothing insane. And it's got like the bum contouring and the contouring on the side. You do get like gathering in the front, but I don't mind that as long as it's not camel toe. Yeah, cute. And I like them because they are like fitted to my body, but they're not super tight. I wouldn't really call these compressive, which is nice because I don't always want to feel super like... Can you hear the wind? This is a close-up of my nails. I accidentally like nicked this one with my razor this morning. They look acrylic just by adding on the top coat. Charlie's chewing on a bone. Oh, I also have a fun meeting at 2 o'clock today, which I low-key forgot about until right this second. Sometimes I think I'm really not cut out to be an influencer or to just kind of be my own boss. I definitely like having a little bit more direction. Not even like authority, but just like someone with me to like helping me along with things. I would like that. Like my comfort zone area would like that. But I also think sometimes you just need to be pushed to just do things that you're not inclined to do. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Is anyone else's Spotify Wrapped like incredibly embarrassing? I literally have the song Kung Fu Fighting from Kung Fu Panda. Hello! I think not every week like would require it. Might be better to do the second option. You do this position first, master that. The middle part is almost like piecing it together. So that's like the advanced part. This is like everyone's secret goal. I know, I've never really done anything like this before. We've got 2 minutes. Okay, it's live. Oh my god. How did I... Oh my god, they're all gonna go.
What are these countries up here?
They're nearly gone. That's when someone orders one.
Oh.
It does that. Elise is like, oh my god, they're gonna go so quick. They're literally almost gone. Oh my god. I had a feeling that they would go quickly. That's insane. I'm not even in focus. I'm so sorry. And they're gone.
Look at that.
Wow.
Less than 10 minutes.
God, imagine what it's like to have like a big business. It just goes... Good morning, happy Friday.
Thank you so much to everyone who ordered. They went so quickly. I thought they would, but I didn't think they'd go that quickly. Oh my God. So I just spent the morning packing those. They were already like good to go. I just had to like print the shipping labels and then put them on like the packages. So I'll drop those off to the post office hopefully today. I feel like I'm gonna wait for so long because I did my mum's makeup for, it's like her last day of work today, and then I've done the orders, and now it's 9:30 and I'm gonna go for a run because it's finally stopped raining. But my God, it sounds like there's a blizzard out there. It's so windy. So I'm interested to see how that's gonna influence how I run. This is the running fit. I'm gonna wear the black navigation shorts, and hopefully that I don't get like, I'm gonna pull them down a bit because I don't want to get chafing. And then this is a GYMSHARK sports bra. I don't know what it's called. It's the one that's got like a lot of coverage with the molded cups, and I just kind of folded it under. Just because I need the support when it comes to running. Because I have fake boobs, I never really worry too much about support, but when I run, yeah, I need something to like strap them down. And then I'm gonna wear my Hoka Clifton 8s. Today. I've worn these once and I do like them, but I definitely need to break them in. There's like one part of the shoe that like rubs my foot, but I put some band-aids on. But I like them because they're super, super cushiony. But everyone's foot is super, super different. I would highly recommend going to like Athlete's Foot or something where they like actually look at your foot and they tell you what they'd recommend based on your foot. That's what I did for my Asics ones, and they're like brilliant. So I've got my Sonys ready to go. I actually do like this sports bra. Don't know how long I'm gonna go for today. I'm just gonna go for however long I feel. Also, I really like the color of my tan. I mixed together the Loving Tan Platinum and the Loving Tan Ultra Dark, and I just think the color's quite nice. Hands always a bit questionable, but okay. I've also started stretching before I run, or like warming up a little bit, which is very important. Please do that. Don't be an idiot like me. Let's go. Update, I can't find my earphones. And I have a suspicion I've left them at my boyfriend's house. And I'm so like, you know when you do something that's entirely your fault and you're just like so mad? That's me. I'm so angry. Just because I don't think I could wear my Air Maxes because they're just too heavy. But there's absolutely no way I could run without music. Damn it, surely not. I've been using the like little Find My iPhone thing where you can, but it's not connecting to them.
These boys, and at this point he had harmed inside, stormed into the door, all of his belongings fired. Fired in his bedroom. He was that was like robbing, and it got to the point, knew the consequences. The manager and time trial and everything. Literally more like thing in the whole.
Good afternoon. It is nearly 2 o'clock, I think. My run this morning was good. My feet definitely rubbed a little bit towards the end, but I did 5Ks. I think it would have been so much better if my feet weren't hurting. But I've just been doing a bit of computer work, editing, packing, this and that, you know? But I'm gonna pack my car with all the orders, take them to the post office. See how we go. Okay, let's do this. Excited? Sunday fun day! It is almost 9 AM and I'm about to go to the shops to get some things I need, and I want to do some Christmas shopping as well. I want to get like pimple drying lotion, super random. Gel patches for my foot because I have a blister like on the inside, and like band-aids are just not cutting it. I need to get some wrapping paper. I want to get some Before You Speak coffee. I don't know if they're going to sell it anywhere in the shops though. I'm just thinking like what's in there. Do they sell it at Priceline or did I make that up? Before you speak? Ooh, I think they might. We'll have a look. See, anyway, it's Monday today too. I had a really nice weekend. I had one night on the Gold Coast celebrating a birthday, and then yesterday was just a bit of a chill day, to be honest. Let's go.
I've recently been like back into eating LCM bars because they are the perfect like pre-workout snack, and they make me feel like a little bit like a kid again. They just taste so good.
I picked up some wrapping paper and I went to the toilet in the shops, and I was like walking because I was there with Elise. She said something about wrapping paper and I was like, oh my God, I left the wrapping paper in the toilet. So I had to go back to the toilet and just kind of wait. Someone was in the cubicle and I could see it like set up against the door, and then they left and I had to awkwardly just kind of go in and take it. So that's kind of gross. I just got it from Target. It has, my camera is like not focusing lately. Little reindeers on them. Quite cute. I need to wrap 2 presents. I went to Priceline and I got some Before You Speak coffee because they sell it at Priceline now. And then, what else did I get? I feel like I got more, but maybe I didn't. Oh, no, that's right. These are the Band-Aid thingies that I'm talking about. Because I'm still trying to break in my shoes. I can't really show you without just showing my entire foot, and I'm not about to do that. Oh, you know what I should try? You know that thing where you stick your shoes in the freezer with a bag of water, and then the water freezes and it expands and kind of stretches out the shoe? I don't know if that's a bad idea to do that on runners though. Anyway, and I also went to Mecca and I picked up some drying lotion. This weekend I have a birthday. I also have a like family Christmas thing. Next weekend is free, and then the weekend after it is like Christmas. What is happening, Charlie? I'd like to know. I am gonna wrap my bread. Oh, I also need to go to the post office today. And someone just posted that they got their mugs, which is so, that's Australia Post. Good job. That's very good. But that's so exciting. Hour looking at camera lenses because I kind of want to get a wide lens. Is this an unnecessary purchase? Kinda. Would it be good for my vlogs? Probably. The one I was looking at I think is like out of stock everywhere. So I'm thinking I'm going to take that as a sign and just back away because lenses are so expensive. Sometimes they're even more expensive than the actual body of the camera itself. So I'm just going to leave it for now. Also, please excuse the pimple cream on my face. I need to stop squeezing my pimples. I don't know how people don't do it. I know you're not meant to, and I would not advocate for it. I just, as soon as I see a pimple on my face, it's just gonna get squeezed. I just thought if I put on some like pimple cream, this is the drying lotion that I got yesterday, I won't see the pimple and I won't want to pop it. Anyway, I wanted to end off this vlog by finally giving some of my running tips from someone that is not very good at running, long distance running, never been good at it. I did go for a run this morning and it was so hot. I started before 7 a.m. and even then I only did about 3.5 kilometers because it was just so hot. Today is meant to be extreme heat. It's 31 degrees and it's 10:30. Every time I get a hair on my screen, I think it's cracked, but it's just Charlie's fur. The next few days are going to be hot, so if I'm going to go for a run, it's got to be crack of dawn or in the evening. And I haven't gone for an evening run yet, so who knows what's going to happen there. So, running tips from someone who can't run. One thing I will say, there is so much helpful information on TikTok in particular. Most of the information I've gotten from is from there. Anna Archer Fitness also talks a lot about running because she ran a marathon this year, and I've gotten a lot of tips off of her. And then obviously YouTube and all that kind of jazz. So first and foremost, you want to make sure you have a good pair of running shoes. I don't know a whole heap about running shoes, but I was lucky in that I already had a pair of shoes that were kind of good for running. The Asics Gel Nimbus Light 3, something like that. I'll pop them on the screen. And I got those last year because I was trying to get into running last year and it didn't really happen. I did wear them to the gym and everything, but I just had those on hand, so they were perfect and ready to go. But if you don't have a good pair of running running shoes, it pretty much breaks you. It's not gonna happen. You're gonna get sore feet straight away. You'll probably get blisters, and it significantly influences how you run. Why is my camera gonna die? So get yourself a good pair of running shoes. I would recommend going to Athlete's Foot, and they analyze your feet and they give you shoes that are suited to your feet, because everyone's feet are super different. Even if someone recommends a pair of running shoes, you might need something that is completely different because your foot might be different. My Asics are really, really comfy, and I mentioned that I bought the Hoka Clifton 8s, and I almost think I probably shouldn't have got them because I'm a little bit worried that these shoes just aren't suited to my feet. They are a little bit uncomfortable on one foot, and I'm hoping they just need to be broken in, but if not, that's just a perfect example of me buying some shoes because a lot of people said that these are good running shoes, and they probably are for those people, but if you've got different feet, then those shoes probably aren't suited to you. So definitely go get fitted for some running shoes. Definitely do that. Asics, Hoka, On Running are probably 3 brands that I know of in the whole running world. The number one tip that I hear from anyone on the internet giving advice about running is to go slow. To go super, super slow. I would say embarrassingly slow for someone like me. The first 5+ runs, I reckon, I went incredibly slow, because what you want to do in the beginning when you're running is I believe it's called base building. You want to try and keep your heart rate low. That's where I've always gone wrong in the past. I actually tried to run the 5 kilometers, 3 kilometers, whatever it is, and I just went way too fast. Someone who is extremely experienced in running and is good at it could maybe go that fast, but for someone like me, long distance running has never been my forte. My lungs just cannot take it. My heart rate just goes through the roof. That has been my, mistake, my big mistake. And when you gas yourself like that at the beginning, you can't really fix it, even if you try to slow down or whatever. I've just never been able to kind of bring it back from that point. So that has always been my mistake in the past. So going super, super slow. For me, running still spikes my heart rate quite a lot, and I have to go really, really slow for it to stay in that 155 range or 153. Usually I'm around 165, I would say, and then when I'm kind of pushing it, it goes up into like the 170s. Ideally, you just want to try and keep your heart rate as low as possible. So however fast you have to run, or however slow you have to run, should I say, to keep your heart rate low is what you want to do in the beginning in order to go further, because we're not running for speed at this point, we're running for distance. Speed comes later. That is one of the things that I changed. The first few runs were really, really hard. My heart rate was spiked. I was still trying to go slow and whatnot, but it was still really, really difficult. And it was funny, there was one run where it almost like clicked and I just got into this groove and I felt like I could run forever. It was so weird. And I was running and I was going a little bit faster, but still very, very slow. But I just thought in my head, oh my God, I feel super comfortable right now. I've never been able to run for a long period of time without feeling like I'm gonna die and like waiting for it to be over. I just felt like I could run forever. It was so cool. I always find that the first half of the run, or whatever it may be, the first kilometer, first 2 kilometers, you're kind of finding your groove and it feels harder. And then all of a sudden it'll just click and you'll be able to go faster and your heart rate won't go up. At least that's where I'm at now. It's very interesting. It's just, running is a very interesting thing. I probably even am going a little bit too fast sometimes because my ego is getting the better of me and I'm like, go faster, you can do it. You just want to try and keep your heart rate low, and then the more you do that, you'll find you're able to go faster and faster while keeping your heart rate low. So I think when I first started, I was running at like 7 minutes 40 something a kilometer, and now I think my pace sits comfortably at about 7 minutes per kilometer. Some days it's a little bit faster. I think a goal for mine would be to get that, you know, to a sub 6 minute kilometer, feeling comfortable. That would be super, super cool. But we're getting there, you know, we're base building. Another thing that I didn't really know of until I actually saw Anna talk about this, and it's the way you want to run, because I definitely was not running correctly, because I kind of thought that when you run, you want to run heel to toe. Say this is the ground and this is your foot. I assumed that you want to go like heel to toe as like you would walk. Apparently that's not right. What you actually want to do is kind of land on the middle part of your foot, not the ball of your foot, not the heel of your foot, in the middle of your foot. So you kind of want, instead of going like this, you want to kind of like go like that. And that has really helped. Not that I really got shin splints, but I haven't really had any ankle pain, knee pain, anything like that. And I think it's because I'm hoping I corrected my form very early on when I was running. I still kind of have to think about it. I'm like, land in the middle of your foot, It's definitely become a lot more innate now, which is really cool. And one thing that Anna also said is when you're running, you want to try and like lean forward, almost like over your toes, which I wasn't doing before. I was definitely running like more upright. I don't know what I was doing because I come from a sprinting background. It's definitely a very different style of running, but you almost want to like lean forward like that. Hang on, this is why I need a wide angle lens. Instead of running like upright, you almost want to like lean forward like that. And I don't pick my feet too much off the ground because I'm trying to land in the middle of my foot. And I also heard someone say that she doesn't like ever cross her arms over her body when she runs. So I try and keep my arms kind of like, I kind of look like this when I run. You probably can't even. I hold my phone in one hand and I run like this. And I literally run at this pace sometimes. And you also don't want to bounce too much, like, because that's just going to cause issues. So that is how I run, because when I first started, before I watched that video of Anna's, I wasn't running like that and I was getting a bit of back pain and I was like, what the heck, this is so weird. But since changing my form to be like that, it's completely gone, which is so cool. It's always cool when you actually try and fix something and you fix it. She also gave some tips about running uphill, but I feel like I don't do that correctly. Sometimes I walk up them for a little bit just so I don't gas myself too much, obviously, because as soon as you're on an incline, the run just becomes so much harder and my heart rate just goes shoo through the roof. Obviously, you want to have a good playlist, some good music to run to. I've got a playlist that's called Get It Girly on my Spotify that's in the description box. I always want to be comfortable when I'm running. I've decided that I don't like to wear anything too short. Like I want to have the tops of my thighs covered so when they rub together, it's not skin on skin, because I just get chafing too easily and I want to be comfortable when I'm running and not thinking about, ow, my legs are chafing, you know. I did get that body glide, but I think I'm just going to stick to kind of wearing shorts that are a little bit longer, and that's working great. I use my Apple Watch to track my runs. I use the app called Strava, which is a very popular running app. It's super helpful because I can kind of like look at my pace throughout the runs and all that jazz. I don't think you necessarily need a watch to run, but it's definitely very helpful because obviously you know how far you've gone, your heart rate approximately, and your pace and all that jazz. So I'm trying to think if there are any more running tips. Definitely take it slowly. Don't go out guns blazing. I think I went out a little bit too hard. I kind of tried to run like every day for a bit. I've only been doing this for like a month, not even. I definitely have kind of stepped back a little bit and have had a little bit more breaks from running just because I think I definitely get too exhausted after runs, and you want to make sure you're fueling your body right and drinking enough water because you sweat on a whole other level when you go for a run. Oh my God, this morning granted it was 30 degrees, but you sweat on a whole other level. Take home message, go slow. Go so slowly that you're kind of embarrassed. If you're coming from somewhere like me that running is just not for you, just go so slow. I didn't really implement the whole run for 30 seconds, walk for 30 seconds thing. I know that's really popular and it makes perfect sense, so definitely try that. I just found that when I went at a pace that kept my heart rate at a good spot, I could kind of go for a long time. Obviously, I still walk in my runs. I definitely don't run the whole time. I think I've done one 5K where I ran the whole time. But I definitely take, I'll walk for 20 meters here or walk for a second here, whatever it may be. Overall, like I run the whole thing. Like it's not like a run and a walk. It's a run, which I'm super proud of. Make sure you've got good running form because you don't want to injure yourself and then you can't run because that sucks. And you'll find that you actually really, really like it. It's so different to any type of other exercise that I've ever done before. And I really like it. I'm still at the gym. I'm still weightlifting because I don't want to just only run. Going to the gym is still, super important to me. But it's a really fun, like different type of thing. Again, I think I mentioned before, it satisfies my inner sporty kid. And I really like that. So So I'm excited to bring you along this journey with me and see how good I can get, because I'm such a competitive person, and knowing me, I'm gonna want to run a half marathon or something, because I'm like, I want to be good at this now, because running has always scared me. And my camera died. I've never been good at it, and I've always felt that people found running so easy and they could go so quick and so far, and I've always thought, wow, I just can't do that. So I want to be good at it for the reason that it's always terrified me. So I'm gonna conquer it, I'm gonna master it, we're gonna hit some PBs, we're gonna get good at it. Yeah, those are my running tips as someone who can't run. Well, I can now, slowly, but I can run. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this weekly vlog. I just asked on my Instagram what you want to see from me in terms of content, because I'm a little bit lost kind of with what to film. So as always, comment down below anything you want to see. I definitely should do some more like what I eat in a days and all that jazz, and some more like festive things, because it's Christmas and I love Christmas. As always, I hope you guys are having a lovely day or night wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.